Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning. Today we are going to learn planes in space. So this will be the last topic for vectors. Previous topic you learned about lines in space, where you have a lines in a space of x, y and z. So that there is a line here somewhere like this, or it can be something like this, or it can be like this. But today we are going to learn about planes in space. So a plane is a flat surface or a two-dimensional surface in a space of x, y and z. So in planes in space we will cover on how to obtain the equation of a plane. So we want to find out what is the equation of this plane. Okay, and then we want to find the intersection of two planes. And then the third one is to find the angle. So to find the angle, there are two types of angle that we want to cover. The first one is the angle between two planes. And another one is to find the angle between a line and a plane. And the last one is how to obtain the shortest distance from a point to a plane. Now we want to focus on the most important topic, which is how to obtain the equation of a plane. So a plane in 3D space can be determined if we know first one is a point on a plane, and the second one is the vector orthogonal to the plane, or it is known as normal vector to the plane, which means that this vector is perpendicular, or it means that it is 90-degree angle to the plane. So let us draw this in order for you to understand more. Okay, let's say we have a plane here where we denote this plane as phi. And we have a point P where P is x naught, y naught and z naught. So this is the coordinate of the P. And then we have another one that is important, which is a vector, a normal vector that is orthogonal to the plane. So we have a vector of a normal vector n, which is denoted as ai plus bj plus ck. So this is the normal vector. Okay, now we want to obtain the equation of a plane. Before that, let us assume a point Q, where this point Q can be any point on plane pi. So let's say the Q is stated here, and the coordinate of the point is given as x, y, and z. So now, we want to identify what is our PQ. So our PQ can be obtained by getting the vector of PO plus OQ. However, what we have here is our OP and our OQ. So we can just taking the negative of PO, which will be negative of OP plus OQ. So our OP, our vector of OP is equals to negative of x naught, y naught, and z naught, plus with the vector of OQ, which is x, y, and z. So we simplify this, we will get in terms of x minus x naught, y minus y naught, z minus z naught. So this is the vector of PQ. Then we have our normal vector, which is equals to AI plus BJ plus CK. Then from here we can obtain the equation of a plane by dot product vector PQ with the normal vector equals to 0. So the dot product of these two vectors, where this will be x minus x naught, y minus y naught, z minus z naught, dot with n, which is a, b, c, equals to 0, and we will get a x minus x naught plus b, y minus y naught plus c, z minus z naught. So now this equation is called as the point normal form of equation of a plane. We can rewrite this equation by taking all the x, y, and z at the left hand side. So we expand this, we will get ax plus by plus cz, which minus ax naught minus by naught minus cz naught equals to 0. Then we bring all these x naught, y naught, z naught to the right hand side. So we have ax plus by plus cz is equals to d, or we bring this first, where this is equals to ax naught plus by naught plus cz naught. Or we can write this as ax plus by plus cz equals to d, where d is equals to ax naught plus by naught plus cz naught. So this form of equation, we call it as the standard form of equation of a plane. Okay, now I simplify this. From here, from this equation, if you notice, what we need to have is, what is important is that you must have the value of point on a plane, which is x naught, y naught, and z naught. And also you must have the normal vector, which is a, b, and c. Then you can get the equation of a plane. So now let us try one example for you to understand more about this. Given the example, find the equation of the planes with the normal vector given n is equals to I plus 4j plus 2k and passing through the point P, 2, 6, and 1. So there are two methods that can be used in order to solve this. Method 1 is that you are using the dot product of PQ dot the normal vector, which which is equals to 0. So our point P here is given 2, 6, and 1. So now we can identify the vector, the direction vector OP, which is equals to 2, 6, and 1. And then we know that our OQ is equals to X, Y, and Z. So from here we can have our PQ, which is equals to OQ minus OP. So our OQ is equals to X minus OP, which is minus 2, Y minus 6, and Z minus 1. Okay, now we have identified our PQ, and the normal vector is actually from this equation, where this is equals to 1, 4, and 2. So now what we need to do is just dot product this, where this is equals to 0. So now we have to dot product X minus 2, Y minus 6, Z minus 1, dot with 1, 4, and 2, which is equals to 0. Then we dot product this, we will get X minus 2 times plus with 4 times with Y minus 6 plus 2 times with Z minus 1. So we simplify this, we will get X plus 4Y plus 2Z minus 2 minus 24 minus 2. Then we bring this constant to the right hand side, and we get X plus 4Y plus 2Z equals to 28. So this will be our equation of the plane. Another method can be used is just, since you already have the value of the normal vector, which is 1, 4, and 2, and you have the point P, which is 2, 6, and 1. So what you can do is just you substitute all these important point here into the standard equation, which is AX plus BY plus CZ equals to AX naught plus BY naught plus CZ naught. So our A here is identified from the normal vector. So this is our A, B, and C. And this is our X naught, Y naught, Z naught. Okay, then we just substitute into the equation where our A is 1. 1 times with X is X plus 4Y plus 2Z, which is equals to 1 times 2 plus B is 4 times 6 plus C is 2 times 1. Then here we will have X plus 4Y plus 2Z, which is equals to 28. So now we have the equation of a plane. So you can choose any method that is easy for you. You can, but I prefer you to choose method 2 because it's just simple, where you just have to substitute all the values into the equation. But remember, you must remember the formula in order for you to get the correct equation of a plane.